Hello, welcome. This is Sports broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakman.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
Okay, let's get on with the show now. The Paralympic Games are upon us. Team Nigeria will be competing at the competition with 23 athletes. What can we say? Let the games begin. Also, on the show this morning, we'll continue our look at the 2016 US Open. Novak Djokovic is through to the semis. Angelique Kerber also. Easy rides, we've called it. Tayo.
Yeah, especially for that man there, Novak Djokovic. Yet again, another opponent. Okay, another day, another opponent retires. Wow. Incredible. Like that's 3 in a row now. Gilles Vesely, Mikhail Yuzny, now Joe Wilfried-Tsonga. Wow. So happy days for Novak Djokovic. And for Angelique Kerber, she's still showing that a victory at the French Open, at the Australian Open, I beg your pardon, wasn't a fluke at all. She's still going strong. Okay, also on the show, Austin, I mean, we're getting really close now. The build-up, I mean, it's fight week, and Gennady Golovkin will take on Kell Brook. It's on Saturday. Wow. They had their public workout yesterday. You know, the fans had the opportunity to see what these guys, are going to do on Saturday. And it's safe to say it will be very exciting. It was a massive turnout as well to Kell Brook going up 2 divisions, to take on this guy. Wow. Arguably the best fighter pound for pound. Yeah. It's going to be explosive. It's
going to be explosive. I'm just wondering how will Kell Brook do it. He's 30, moving up 2 divisions against this guy that I call the Beast.
Yeah, as a
heavy
beast.
puncher, and he's not smiling. But let's see. Saturday's contest will be a very big one. And for Golovkin, WBC, IBF, and IBO titles is also the WBA Super or Unified Champion as opposed to regular. So Golovkin is having everything to fight for on Saturday.
Austin, it's going to be incredible. Golovkin, obviously, he is the bookmakers' favorite to win this one. There's no doubt about it. Kell Brook goes into this fight as the clear underdog.
That's right.
Yeah, but everything that has happened in the build-up to this fight, it shows us a very confident Kell Brook. Physically, he's been able to transform himself. I mean, you need to see how he was looking before the fight was announced compared to how he looks now. Yeah. Actually, right now, he even weighs more than Golovkin. Golovkin is a natural middleweight, and Kell Brook is the welterweight. Wow. Pundits say, okay, Kell Brook is a big welterweight, but there's a reason why you have classes in boxing. Yeah. He is not a middleweight. That's Kell Brook. But then he has really put everything into preparations for this particular fight. I mean, he's been looking for that big fight all his career. I remember he chased Amir Khan for a long time. Khan, just didn't give him that fight. When the opportunity for this one came, he took it. Right. And he's going to have to, live up. He's going to have to deliver on Saturday at the Auto Arena. Because this guy we're watching right now, Gennady Golovkin, I mean, he's the most feared fighter in the world.
I totally agree.
He's the most feared fighter. There's no doubt about it. Remember, Canelo Alvarez doesn't even want any part of him. I know. Yeah, he dropped the belt and went down back to welterweight just because he didn't want to fight
this guy.
Golovkin. Yeah. So Kell Brook, Austin, I don't know. What do you think can happen in this particular?
Oh, British boxer Brook, real name Ezekiel. He aims to emulate welterweight Sugar Ray Leonard, who came out of retirement in 1987 to beat middleweight champion Marvin Hagler. It's going to be very difficult for him. In every way you want to look at it, Golovkin has a better advantage.
Yes.
But it's boxing. One punch.
Anything can happen, right? I mean, one punch can lay you on the canvas. Let's just quickly go through their head-to-head now. Golovkin is 34, is getting on the beat, but he fights like a young 34-year-old. Kell Brook is in his 30s as well, 30 years old, height. I mean, not a lot of difference between that one. The reach as well to, 178 centimeters for Golovkin and 175 for Kell Brook. But check out that KO statistics. That's where Golovkin now really becomes, comes into his own. 91% KOs. Wow. That's his percentage. I mean, compared to 69% for Kell Brook. Golovkin is just an amazing puncher. He's got knockout power, obviously, and that's what Kell Brook will need to watch out for. I mean, look at those records as well too. Both fighters are unbeaten. 35 wins for Golovkin, 32 coming via knockout, while Kell Brook is also unbeaten as one 36 fights. But he doesn't have that knockout power of Golovkin.
That's what gives us fight.
Yeah.
Both boxers are beaten.
Yes.
And Kell Brook moving up 2 divisions. He's trying to make a statement.
Yeah, big statement.
Knows that he cannot underrate this fighter. No pushover in any way. So on Saturday, we will know.
We'll find out, Austin. I mean, all these, ex-boxers and pundits, they've been trying to, they've been making their picks, and everyone seems to be going for Golovkin, for obvious reasons. But then they're leaving that very small chance, for Kell Brook to do something out of this world. Because if he beats Golovkin, it's going to be a massive upset. And I understand why. Because, like I said earlier, Golovkin is the best pound for pound in the world right now. So very interesting. Kell Brook, I mean, is leaving nothing to chance. I mean, his preparations for this fight has been incredible. I mean, he was with the sports science department at Sheffield Hallam University as well too. So he's tried, unconventional means just to make sure he's ready, he is in top shape to take on Triple G. That's what they call him. Triple G versus the special one or the special K. We'll see who wins on Saturday.
We'll know. Saturday, big fight. Kell Brook going against Gennady Golovkin. We cannot wait for that.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Big I mean, I mean, also, let me just put this in before we move on. I mean, Pacquiao versus Mayweather. I mean, it all feels like a blur now. It feels like that fight happened 10 years ago, and it was just last year.
I know.
Because it didn't live up. But this one is going to live up. I have no doubts about it. It will live up. Come on, have you watched Gennady Golovkin fight?
Yeah, of course. For Golovkin, what if Kell Brook doesn't step up to it? Yeah, what if it turns out so easy for Triple G?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but I believe this should be a lot more explosive than what we saw between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr.
I agree.
That's
I totally agree. So that's it, boxing fans. Get ready, put it down in your calendar on Saturday to be a very big fight between Triple G and, of course, the Special K. Let's go on with the show now. Talk about the 26 years old title. 2 days ago, I was saying why are the opponents of Novak Djokovic retiring?
And you said you were going to investigate.
That's right.
But you haven't done nothing. Because another day, someone else, Joe Wilfred Tsonga, dropped out. But let's give credit to Novak Djokovic. He was comfortable. He was leading 6-3, 6-2 when Joe Wilfred Tsonga decided, to just retire from that particular one. Obviously struggled with his left knee a lot in that one. So happy days for Novak Djokovic. He's in the semifinals yet again, and it's looking like it's going to it's going to take something really special to stop him from winning the U.S. Open. Galmon Fields, I mean, it's been flying under the radar, Austin. Austin, he met fellow Frenchman, Luca Pouille, and it was a straight sets win, 6-4, 6-3, 6-3. Lucas Pouille beat Rafael Nadal. The very next round, you're out.
That's right.
I wonder, what's the point?
Because Galmon Fields will not underrate him in any way.
Yeah, but
this guy gave Rafael Nadal an upset.
Yes.
I must take him very serious, and that's what he did.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but does it mean that Rafa is so bad right now that Lucas Pouille can send him packing, and the very next time his conqueror gets on the court, he's sent packing as well too. Okay, so Galmon Fields, someone to really watch out for. He hasn't dropped a set in this tournament. So his potential opponents really have to be wary of him. Angelique Kerber, we talked about him already. Austin, she beat Roberto Vinci 7-5, 6-0. This particular match, Roberto Vinci totally capitulated. I mean, she was leading 5-2 in the first set. Somehow she lost it. And look at the second set there, 6-love. Yeah, something happened to her. She capitulated. She couldn't recover, and that's why Angelique Kerber is in the semifinals. And Caroline Wozniak.
Look, we're still powering on.
Wow. Fairy tale run continues in New York. I mean, it helps that Caroline, lost it in New York. I mean, it's been to the final twice already. So she won our own particular quarterfinal match. She's in the semis as well too. Some of the matches for today still on the quarterfinals. Andy Murray will take on Kai Nishikori. Austin, what are you going for in this one?
Tough.
Let me help you out.
Tough.
Head-to-head series between Andy Murray and Kai Nishikori is 7-1.
I know.
In favor of Andy Murray.
But Kai can do the upset. He's not
possible.
pushed. He's a very decent player.
Yes.
I said that going to the Olympics to win bronze can actually motivate him, can push him all the way. But we understand Andy Murray. In the last 4 Grand Slams, he doesn't get to this stage and not take it a step further.
He always
he takes it a step further. So
yes.
it's going to be very tough for Kai Nishikori. But let's see.
Let's see. Juan Martin Del Potro as well too is playing so well now, despite everything he's been through, injuries and all. He's in the quarterfinals where he plays against Stan Wawrinka. That's a very tough one to call, Austin. And despite the fact that Del Potro leads 4-2 on head-to-head, Serena Williams will take on Simona Halep. Anna Konjuh will take on Carolina Pliskova.
Okay, so that's it. Updates coming from the 2016 US Open. Let's see the highlights, and then we'll come back. We'll go to our news studio. Don't go anywhere.
Game, second set. Djokovic. Ladies and gentlemen, due to injury, Mr. Stronger can continue. Game, set and match. Djokovic.
Game and first set. Herbert, 7 games to 5.